Hi, I'm Shift Happens. Whoever, wherever I am, I'm feeling grateful right now. I feel frustrated. I feel sad. I feel overwhelmed. I'm exhausted. I'm still fat and old and ugly and poor and miserable and the worst. But but have I mentioned how grateful I feel? Because I am. It should not be impossible to have an expectation of decency from strangers. Little by little, to participate here, I would do things that I had never done before. No fucking way am I gonna download an app. No fucking way am I gonna join Discord. No fucking way, no fucking way. But you know what? All along the way, all along the way, the pattern of behavior of whomever was logged into Shift, I'm proud of. I stand by. I've taken accountability for. You can watch Shift happen. That's the incredible opportunity of this platform. When it's not being used to destroy people for sport, you can actually use it for connection, for conversation, for fun, for information or entertainment purposes only. Allegedly, in my opinion. My truth, my truth is that I did not stalk somebody in real life to get to YouTube. The original community I'm from, and it's, well, trackable. Do you believe in digital evidence? Why, of course, I'm from the pandas eating bamboo community. Before that, real life. I had no idea y'all be doing this crazy shit down here. And pretty quickly, I wanted the fuck out. And I did leave. I came back because it was so fucking vile. It was so morally absent that because I saw it, well, I could not ignore it. Watching somebody mock the abuse somebody suffered as a child, doing everything to trigger them in every possible way, fucking scooping ice cream in their mouth and giggling. It was horrific. And Shift had already happened to be accused of being that person. And that person is the first person that screamed at me on the internet. Shout out. She screamed at me from a panel during what was referred to as something like Rico Gate or some fuck shit. And Shift Well, had the most obnoxious name of all. And just like my big old dick, it was too big to fit in the screen. And also, I'm petty. And so the name was something like, if Schiff was a stripper, she would be called Lala, and, da 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 da, Rico something fuck shit, whatever. So that goes into Cooper's chat and addresses somebody on the panel in what would be referred to as code moving forward. Because how the fuck do you express a message to someone that you are like, something, something, Debris, da 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 da. Like, I think, I got this message. I think, is this for you? You know what I mean? Mm, what a reaction. uh, anyway, it's been like a little reunion week, like a little horrific fucking nightmare reunion week, you know? Anyway, conveniently for me, well, I'm everybody. I'm everywhere, right? And so, again, I've already put it on the record how the fuck I got here personally. I told the journalist, and I overshared because that's how I do. And I'm like, well, 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 well. First things first, let me tell you everything. It all started when I was trying to find out the name of a song. I was using my friend's fuck a phone and was using that, ironically, cosmically, wait for it, the Shazam app to fucking identify a song. Shout out to Queen Latifah. However, I was hyper on all the candy or whatever the fuck, and whatever the robots heard was, did you mean Aliquippa? No, but what is that? Oh my word. Aliquippa, Pennsylvania, United States. Hello, rabbit hole. What does Aliquippa mean? Well, Aliquippa, well, I learned all about Queen Aliquippa, and I was like, fuck yeah. That's right, ladies. Represent. Mm-mm-mm. Love it. Women power. Then where did I go? Did you know about the fucking Justice Bell, y'all? It's like a replica of the Liberty Bell, but the bitches got it. That's right. The suffragettes took that shit on tour. And whatever that little bell thingamabobber that hangs down, the clinky clacker thing, I'm sure that's a name that I don't know. That thing, that Dino, the 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 clacker was strapped to the side of the bell so that it was silenced. And it was this whole beautiful thing about how when women had equal rights, the bell would ring. Truth be told, years ago, I remembered the rest of the story. I don't know if it ever rang, because I've had to overwrite a lot of the memories, and here we are. Also, the Pink Panther theme song came from there. Get the fuck out. Okay. So, anyways, sold. Sold, sold, sold. I don't like scary things. I don't like confusion. I'm allergic. Fuck you, cilantro. Fuck you, math with letters. Fuck you, maps not to scale. Papaya, fuck off. Cilantro, you bastard. I think I added some more lately. Hmm. Anywho, the truth, the actual factual fucking truth, doesn't budge, even if you want it to. Or is that time that you can't change? Or it's truth that doesn't change, but understanding can evolve. Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, Shift happened to only be a participant over at Truth and Transparency for a very, very short period of time. Just long enough to know, respectfully, of course, that Lana Oriani is a shitty fucking true crime coverage person. Okay? I'm not alone in feeling that if you're going to cover a homicide trial, that you don't get to just fucking change the facts. Lana did that. I still don't know why none of us do. Do you? If you know it, please tell me. Because had she not fucked that up, well, I couldn't have annoyed you all along. Moo ha ha. Oh well emoji. Because she lied about a witness's identity. She was like, you know what? It wasn't the dad, it was his son. And leave the kids out. But right away, that is not, it doesn't apply to her. And it was very, very strange to be over there and being of very few that wanted to actually talk about the case. And if you knew about the cases, well, then, well, welcome to the game. I posted the clip. You can see shift happens first and second chat over at Truth and Transparency, and it is fucked up, in my opinion. Am I the only one, or am I the one that's logged in at the account at the time? Who fucking cares? Watch how crazy that shit is. It's wild. Spoiler alert, first time in the chat, Lana, well, is that the one where she scolds her moderator because she wants to be the one to make sure she only gives out the certain information? And Lana, I'll be very generous. She makes a guess that shift happens is from Aliquippa. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Welcome to the game. Hmm. Second time. Wink into the camera. Who's the cop in your family, Shifty Poo? Tell me about your property. How much property you own over there in Aliquippa? Panel up. Come on up. I know you won't, because I'll get access to your information. I already got it. Your IP address, this and that, da 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 da. Holy fuck. Slow close of the laptop and crab walk away. You know? I don't know if you have been on the receiving end of someone fucking cray cray winking into the camera, cheersing you into the camera, and telling you again and again who the fuck you are and what? That's great. And then it was like vagina docs, porn gate, like, and then all the discussions of everybody's everything. Like, here's everybody's family tree. These are the people that she fucking hates. They used to be her best friends, and her mod bod's this, and like lying about like all of her mods went to the high school together. It's like, what the fuck? Holy moly. Holy moly. Mm. Anyway, she said the wrong shit about the court shit, and the shift who had already been doxed in the mod chat day one. It's Mark G. Of course it's Mark G. It must be Mark G. Blah 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 blah. And I've also said this, and I'm not alone, but I'm speaking for all the shifts, everybody. I don't give a fuck. um, there's always been space held for once it was understood that maybe there was a reason that even Lana was like all fucking cray. Maybe she was happening to her. Again, I don't fucking know. We don't fucking know. Not doing it. But maybe. Or maybe she's just fucking cray cray. She was referred to as a victim vulture up until we learned that super sexy phrase of tragedy pimp. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I have no idea exactly when Shift got the first block, the 10th block over at Atlanta's channel, because it was not known to us. I remember being logged in as Shift and being told I can't see your comments by my friend. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Um, and then I got in my GERS because I'm like, that's fucked up. How down there? How rude. I still would be typing. That's just how I am. A fucking stubborn biatch. But whatever. Eventually, Lana was forced, not like, threatening. She was given very professional prompts to correct the record. It wasn't, and I'll give her this. There was some crazy shit that went down. People like what I would learn trolls would be the first time someone referred to me as a troll, I was very confused. Do they think I have fuzzy hair and the bejeweled belly button? What the fuck are we talking about? Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Um, but anyway, what would happen? And I used to tell this story, and I'm so delighted because when I'm about to tell you now, I can feel the little tingles in my cheeks, and I'm delighted because this story is so fucked up and shitty and awful, but I love it. So, trigger warning. Mandy C was on Lana's panel one time, and I'm gonna tell it my way, okay? So it went down something like this. All these people, everybody's so thirsty for Lana. Everybody's so thirsty for Lana. Everybody's her best friend, Lana, 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 Lana. And then there she is, and she's like, actually, my name's Lana. And and motherfucker Mandy C goes, potato, potato, bitch. And I fucking subscribed. Here for it, whoever you are. And don't forget, Lana backwards is anal. So, blah, 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 blah. We'll just skip right past the whole court shit, which was wild. I'm giving credit to Lana. I think it's fucking crazy what I think is crazy. And also, as I was about to say it, I thought, you know what? I know enough about Aliquippa to shut the fuck up because of the situation that this situation put me and others in. Okay? By mid-July. So again, first week of June, Shift shows up. Mid-July, well, I will have followed a link that Mandy C shared to a channel called Steph L. A quaint channel. Don't mind if I do. I went there and they were just talking about weird laws and shit, and I'll make one up. It was like, you can't, tickle a kangaroo after dark, in Peru. And I'm like, all right, I'm here for this. And I'm going to drop some names. Irvine, Lonnie. There was an Aunt JoJo, I think her name was. Um, I learned, I think, that Natasha Cooper had been there. Mandy C was there. If I didn't say that, Steph L was there. And I don't know. Others, if you were there, yay. Or whatever. And everything was fine. It was all chill, back and forth. It was like, oh, and when I strolled in there, Steph said, hey, Shift Happens, I'm subscribed to you. That was weird and also frustrating. Shout out to Extra as Fuck, bastard. Because Shift Happens had very little content and mostly only the cunt song, if you're familiar. It was a funny little song between friends that were pissed off at something, and then it got shared, and then things changed. And you know what? When it's your fucking fault, you don't bother to talk about it. You don't bitch about it, right? That's why I didn't bother to say how fucking crazy Critical K people were at the reaction to the cunt song that was dropped in Cooper's chat. It was a big hit. Okay. And there were consequences to that. And then, you don't know the cunt song? You're a cunt, cunt. It's an Australian song, this whole thing. Shout out to Kate McSnatch. And I don't want to put anybody on blast, but it was really funny because, I know in my head I can see who's on panel, and I was like, I heard. I don't want to be. I don't want to be a jerk. I just, ugh, I'll shush. But the whole chat lit up with the dancing lady emojis and shit like that, and it was a big hit. And it was actually for, if you will, Natasha Cooper, because this Critical K person. So the song was called Critical Cunt. And long story short, because Natasha Cooper hated us first, or whatever. Anyway, Critical K had told Natasha Cooper she had a fat face and something like she could really help her and all this stuff, but she wasn't going to. Long story short, which is my least favorite way to tell a story, because I'm a long-winded biatch. So I think it's really funny that any of these nightmare folks that really have no reason to hate me or that are welcome to, but I wish that they would stop Um, mm-mm-mm. Train of thought left the station because I wanted to be nice. Why do that? That's the lesson. Um, hmm, critical. Oh yeah. So it was ironically, it was supposed to be like an anthem, kind of like when shit goes down and you just want to clear the air, you know? Just fucking play the song. Let everybody just rejoice and just sing about what a cunt everybody else is or whatever. It was a good idea. Not as good as Kevin Bacon bits, but still. And here's the thing: it got played like one fucking time, and every other time she played a song, it was like that tambourine dick thing or whatever the fuck. And I never really had fun over there. I tried, I really did. I got yelled at by a siren one time. That got turned into a song, shout out by Graham. you know, I was there for Mrs. Portland at like round one when she was like rated G and she was bullying that Carolyn chick K Rocks, and she was like, "You're one can short of a six pack," and I was like, "Aw." And look where we are now. My oh my, how we've all grown up. Anyway, good times or horrible times or just times and times fake, and here we are. I'm debriefing. This is my fucking like, let it go, let it go. Fair enough. Oh my gosh, is Navigator here? I can't. I'm not looking at the chat. I just happened to look down and saw that. Um, I see. Look, I'm already feeling better. I can't even remember what Navigator ruined. Was it monkeys and something else? I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't know. Your office honor. Anyway, I think the word we are all looking for here is anyway. So what else? Um, I remember seeing Tia Dash on a Natasha Cooper panel and fucking hating her immediately. Who the fuck is this, like, sugary sweet, all fucking nice? I think she cried on the panel, like, out of, like, kindness or, like, the beauty of humanity or something, like, so ill. And I was like, oh, fake, fake, or something, because I'm horrible. And what a blessing she is. What a blessing she is. Like, for real. I didn't slander her dog. I called it Dapper. I didn't make up the Angela ferret name. I learned it from Andy C. And I guess she hates me. I have feelings about her, but she's been all. I mean, like, she's been all up in the shit. In the same chat where I'm gonna see Moody Mary, be like, somebody give me the short version of this or something. Angela P is like stalker vibes, or whatever. So again, like, really, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. And mhm, at Steph L's channel, eventually what's gonna happen is I think I'm entering into a rap battle with Mandy motherfucking C, and that's not what's happening. She tells me that she's blue and she could fuck with me. I think that we're breaking out into a I'm blue, do 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 do, and I'm like, is this a rap battle question mark? Didn't want to write the word die in the chat, so I said if I were green, would I fly question mark? And I don't know what that did. That I think triggered people or something. I think they felt like it was a threat. I don't know, just little weird things like that. And then all of a sudden, Mandy C is saying shit like shift happens is putting, like there's codes in her typos. I'm like, no, 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 no. Those are just my goofs. Like, no, 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 none of that. And then there's this conversation that's happening with all these people about how they all definitely know who I am. We know who you are. It's a sock account. What the fuck does that mean? No, I'm a slipper account. Can I be a Ruby slipper account? I didn't know what the fuck they're talking about. We're gonna know who you are. We're gonna figure it out. It's right there. And then blah 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 blah. I felt like it got aggressive. Panel the fuck up. Come on up here. And it felt like a shift had happened. And very important to this is the whole time there was a volley between me and everyone there, except for one question that I asked, which is the only reason I took that link, because I was scared to go up there. And I'm asking, what information are you going to get from me? I want to know. But the reason I went up on that panel is because I thought that I had Steph L's phone number. Why? How? Because I pay attention. And in the place that I saw, if you know who he is, Dylan Tallman's phone screen record that he broadcast. And there were text messages between, well, what would turn out to be Chris Watts' parents, Chris Watts' sister, and then somebody called Steph L. YouTube something something. And then suddenly I realized I'm in Steph L. on YouTube's fucking chat. What are the odds? How do I tell her? Pig Latin didn't work. And when I asked the question about, hey, are you in touch with Dylan Tallman or something like that? Crickets. Fucking crickets. And then insert all that like aggressive panel the fuck up talk here, you know? And I'm like, and I'm pissed off a little bit. I just got blocked from this asshole's, channel where they're lying about fucking facts. I got these motherfuckers telling me they know who I am. I'm trying to be like, hi. Have you ever been on the internet before? The statistical possibility of you knowing who I am is no, bitch. Back the fuck up. I don't fucking know you. Shush. I'll prove it. I'll take that link. What does that mean? What the fuck is a panel? you know? Anywho, Lonnie really wants me to be at a gas station or something buying cat food. I'll say this, prove it. I know what I know. I also know she wasn't on panel. I could have put her on blast, but again, who cares? I know that I'm more right about my truth than she should be. So I don't need someone screaming it at me with some fucked up agenda that I don't understand. Mad about being blamed for something I didn't blame them for. I will continue moving forward to not mention her. I wish her well. I've never done anything to hurt her or hers. Um, except for, I guess I used the googly eye emoji and that bothered her. I most certainly did not use it to bother her. Pattern of behavior, I like that emoji. And for me, it just means I'm watching. Not like I'm watching you. It's not like that. Just like I'm here, I'm watching. Little check-in mark, What's up? One time, one time, I fucking went into Granny's watching. I'd already been in trouble for the side eyes. And because on my phone, the chat is below the panel on the layout, I fucked all the way up. I went into Granny's watching and I used what I thought was the looking up emoji. And holy shit, did I learn about the eye roll emoji. Oh, 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 oh. War. Fucking war. Holy shit. Yes, exiled. Not only were you identified 100% as me by Granny, but you're also the dark web hitman that I hired to M-word her whole family. Shout out to people like Kim of Crafton. And I'm just gonna say her name because she's one of the people that, for whatever fucking reason, Kim would say that I'm homophobic, transphobic, a real lifer, a CPS caller, the most ignorant and vile person, this and that. She'll make a mockery of pain that she helped cause and do nothing to help alleviate it. Fuck her is really how I feel. All that she was asked for was acknowledgement. But Crafton is still typing about warning, warning, gamers out there. Shift happens, trademark, blah, 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 blah. Are you still trying to are you still trying to take away what little that we have here? Stop it. Prayer hand emoji. Anyway. If Stephanie had just fucking said that the answer to my question, I also wouldn't have gone on panel. Oh yeah, I was saying Moody Mary. Oh, I already told the story. Moody Mary. I remember you when you were a marble. I remember you when you were a marble. And I'm so grateful for you, Mary. You're a blessing. You really are. Um, I'll cry later. Um, but I didn't get an answer to my question. Instead, it turned into this whole thing about, like, all of a sudden, shift has caused, chaos or whatever, because I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? I got like Mandy C coming at me with the fucking rap battle. I learned months later that what she meant when she said, I'm blue, I could fuck with you, is that she was a moderator. That's all she was fucking saying. She was a moderator. I had no idea that that's what she was talking about. There you go. She was not trying to have a rap battle with me. So I honor her experience of what the fuck is happening. Okay. And then later, I think she was the second one to strike the channel because we called each other cunts. And then I didn't make it transformative content. And I didn't fight that. Fair is fair. And that wasn't fair play or whatever that's called. It still makes me laugh. Anyway, and I remember Dizzle, that time that I think I actually might have had a rap battle with Mandy C, coming into that chat under an account I didn't recognize and throwing an otter emoji out there like a fucking life raft, being like, get the fuck out of here now. Take my hand, make a raft with me. We must go. I found out later, I'll say allegedly, but I believe it was in there that Andy said that he would go in there trolling shift as the Nemo fish. That's fun. So I saw the call wrote something. She writes it a lot every time, really. And there's a few times, and I hope that that's enough. But I haven't forgotten. I might have forgotten a lot of stuff. I already said that, like, things are fuzzier. It's been way too fucking long. Um, but I haven't forgotten. If there was some, like, super duper, specific to shift, like, thing that I missed along the way, I'm sorry if I missed it. I know that she did do, like, silly, poignant videos, and they happen to be about Lana. And so, thank you. But I feel like it's not a competition there either. And as weak, pathetic, as this channel was, whatever it could do, it did when tried. Went to space for you, that whole thing, soup salad and motherfucking breadsticks. Paid for your phone bill. I don't say that to be rude. I say that for all the people and all the drama that are like, shift is a fucking scam and all this. And no way. No way. And words do matter. And there are certain words that are very, very offensive. And then there are some that, if you get called a troll, maybe you don't, anchor to it for forever. But you get called a child predator, for example, you might not want to fucking let that linger. If you get called a murderer, that too you might be bothered by. Someone looks in the screen and says your children just have been doxxed and I blame you, insert your name there, you might want to have that retracted, redacted, if it's not your fault. And also just blah 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 blah. Because I'm not even on panel yet. I'm very grateful for Bitch Talks, who was also missing in life, who was, Steph da, da, da. We've had a journey. I would get up on panel, eventually, hi, kick myself off. And then I was very surprised to hear this voice of a dude while I was scrambling to get back on. And and I could hear them talking about how, oh my gosh, she's a real person. Da 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 da. She's probably using a voice changer. And I should have fucking ran. I should have fucking got the fuck out of there. Listening to them talk about we're playing whack a mole or some whack a mole, and it was very exciting for them to have this opportunity. Mandy C is gonna totally figure it out. Lonnie's like, chomping at the bit. Like this was fun, and I had no idea. Later, Lala would refer to what occurred as shift happens was a guppy in a shark tank. Later, the DeLorean would turn shift from a skittle to a fish. Cosmic. I say this respectfully, it's gonna sound shitty, but there was nothing but warning about the car. In fact, one time, some Cooper would tell me way later that the mission of Shift would have had more traction if not but for the perceived or the definite or the whatever alignment with her. How damn dare! Right is right, wrong is wrong. What the fuck? That's not cool. I listened to Lindsay tell the story of becoming a mom. Everything else faded away. I heard stories about Vivian. If you go to her channel, she's gonna be chanting. Don't be surprised if her head spins around. Respectfully, of course. I remember a lot. I cannot wait to forget even more. For real. Um, and I honor it. I try to. I do. So if the car doesn't feel like she got enough, well, I haven't been talking about you. I'm gonna continue not to. I wish you peace. I cannot grant it for you. And what people were able to witness is your determination to keep it from me. Every version. And I can't do anything to stop you. So, but I've done nothing to prevent you from your anything. Have I? So, and I will always say, I never saw the fucking, TikTok name. She's, I will always say the same thing. If I learn something different, I might correct it, but I'm not going to change it just because I don't like somebody. I'm not going to lie for that. No way. I'm not going to blame something on, you know, somebody that didn't do it just to fit in. Or I try very hard to make sure people know if and I don't really do this often, speculating or parroting or whatever. I say it. So, um, what else? I also upset the DeLorean. That time I really upset her after the day after the Alicia panel. Then there was that, remember that fucked up Holly one where like everything was on fire. I think Lala lost her wrench or like threw it at somebody or didn't have a wrench. I feel like Moon was there. Like everything was fucked up. I had a fucking panic attack. I did. I'm gonna have one right now. Thinking about it, and that also, was like I didn't want to do that. Also, when somebody was accusing shift happens of being sent by Kim and Crafton to take down Granny's watching channel, I thought it was funny to write moo hoo ha ha vampire emoji, and that was taken as confirmation of that. See, there you go. And no, 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 or maybe just kidding. Maybe I'm all the Jessicas. Oh yeah, yeah. Anywho, I never really got to know Pink Dagger, but I stole her. Nah, the Wog stole my moo like whatever. I think Pink Dagger said introduce herself to me by being like 85% of people don't find you funny. and then and then she said something about like wanted to like drag me like on a leash or something, and I was like credible threat or something, and then I tiptoed out of there or whatever I did, or super awkwardly I was like, come on. I don't know what I did. Anywho, but I think she's one of like the spooky house anti-Eminem people or whatever, and I was terrified of them and never wanted anything to do with them. I remember learning names like Paula and being like, don't fucking say the name near me. Like, what are you doing? Terrified, fucking terrified, terrified. And then one time, Paula said that shift sounded like Donald Duck. And then that got on my list. And then I was like, or whatever. And then I said, come on, can I be tea? It's a duck. And she said, yeah. And then we cool. Don't tell me that I can't fucking let go of things. Hey, Winkler. I remember listening to a lot of people get victimized by Lana. A lot of people. Like a lot. Like everybody. Like all of them. And I listened to accusations of kids covered in blood and piss and locked out of their parents' bedroom. I heard shit about, what did she use the dad of Watts's to send the message to what's her name about custody this and holy crap, and then all this custody, 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 custody. Hi Hebrew. Hebrew, I'm so grateful for you. I'm proud of you too. And I'm yeah. I'm a nightmare. I really am. Shift is really, really important to me and others. And people like Exiled and Ibrahim are examples of those that have, for their reasons, taken the abuse. And I'm grateful because it was significant. I remember one time being on a different panel with Exiled, and they said the R word, and they apologized to me for the use of it. And I thought, holy shit, wow, beautiful. When Ibrahim comes into the channel, he'll change his avatar if it's not something, sunshines and rainbows and stuff. That's significant. Or not. But here it is, I think. Anyway, um, Lala didn't stand up for me. She stood up for Lauren Watkins. That was the first time a name that Lana had super duper doxed shift as had meeting because Lauren Watkins is who dropped off somebody, Rachel Del Hondo, who was murdered on her mother's and father's driveway on Mother's Day. In a place I've never been. In a place that deserves attention. And by the time I would be on Steph L's panel, I'd go up there and I would be like, "Do you know this dude?" She would say no, and I'd been all frantic and all like cray cray, and I figured she already knew that, or not that she'd heard me before, but I was very nervous and doing this kind of shit and rambling, and then she was like, "Yo, yo, what does this have to do with me?" just shut me the fuck up, and I'm like, and then I asked the question, and she's like, "No." Well, it was a little bit more than that, but let's just say she says no. And then I'm like, "Okay, great. I'm gonna calm the fuck down." Whew, because I was not sure. I didn't know about the private chat. And I'll say this to her too. When I came back to panel, I had my camera on, and they told me to turn it off. And I appreciate that kind of stuff. I do. That's cool. That's really nice. Um, so there's that. And Irvin was there, and he was asking, "Who hurt you?" And he was doctor feeling it. It's very interesting. So, shout out to whatever that was. Miss Teely was there too. Um, and then it was like, now what do we do? It kind of shut it down. And I was like, well, I just thought, you're not the person, so never mind. Hi, Christine. And it was like, well, like, what's up? I want to talk shit. Like, should I leave? And uh, and then I started to talk. I don't know how it was. I bombarded them, and I'm like, let me tell you about this crazy bitch. And I did. And people and Mandy, again, she was paying more attention maybe to the others in the chat. Don't mean that disrespectfully, but in the chat, you can see Mandy being like, no, this person knows what's up. You can tell, like, she's, let her, all the emotions were expressed. At first it was like they're trying to figure it out. Oh, they sound like this person and that person. And the person that recorded this stream, which is not available, they were writing their feelings about Shift on the screen. And when they gave me the recording, they apologized for that. So it was very good feedback. I felt like it was like that red pen paragraph from your teacher, like telling you where you have room to improve. I learned a lot. Anywho, so I started telling them about Aliquippa. And I'm telling them again also about this Dylan Tallman dude. And I was saying like that experience of watching this person, and I say this as respectfully as possible, but the experience as the viewer was this person has been in the injustice or justice system, or however you refer to it, and then they're out of it and they're given the robots, you know, and there were like 18 or 27 or however little 20-second, blurbs or recordings. This person did not, I believe, I allege, know that they were recording this live. And there were just all these fucking recordings. And then they didn't delete them either, which is how I found them. And at one point, they're trying to set up their shit. They're going into settings and help me. Do you want to play a song? Or it was just fucking, it was figuratively, allegedly, metaphorically. I don't know. You ever been on acid at the zoo while you're drunk or something? Like it was crazy. I alleged. Anyway. And like Steph said, and it has been denied for years. Absolutely. Mandy C came on the panel because all of a sudden she had to change his opinion because I'm now talking about how crazy this place is. And I think Mandy C's fucking spidey sense went off and she started to be like, oh no, this is too like Lana's fucking crazy. Whatever she felt about it. And she was like, this is like getting into like the delusion land. And I'm like, no, I know what you're hearing me say. It still is fact. And that's also why I was so desperate to have anybody listen because there was nowhere else to go to get the court case coverage that Lana was offering and fucking all the way up, except for the journalist. And when she fucked up the identity, nope, not fucked up. She lied about the identity of the witness. Shift happens, and JP Beaver County showed up. Didn't know that happened. Well, on screen using a widget or whatever the fuck, with the help of people that Lana told that her child had been threatened by Shift. And so this must be done. After every other docs along the way, every fucking name, that week there were no less than, 5 other names? Publicly. Public, publicly. Shout out to the Punisher. Still don't need to know who you are. Spooky emoji, avatar, respect. But the first name, one time, Shift was mother and son. There was talk about the burrito group. I was like, what the fuck is that? Now I want a burrito. Then I want a burrito now. Where's my cash app? The accused and this and that. And it was like, we are the accused. Anyway, a lot has fucking happened. Everybody matters along the way. Everybody. And there was a lot of really disgusting shit that happened at Lana's channel. There's still content on our channel that deserves to be removed. There's content on our channel. I refer to it as hostage content. That's what it is. And if you watch what happened over Alicia's, if you watch that fucking mayhem, the resistance to fucking opportunity for anybody, somebody, all of the me's, mine's, people I care about, people I don't know, a name that I surrendered, that I'm part of a decision to fucking control a situation that was out of control because others fucked it up, because others weaseled their way in, because others wanted to be involved, because this is how they want to operate. This is what they want to be part of. And then they spend all this time talking about how their victims are the ones that love the chaos. Their victims are the ones that thrive in this. They're the ones out there not letting it go. If you create a consequence for somebody and they're telling you exactly what the fuck you need, you don't even have to figure out, there's no code. And you refuse them, well, you don't always, or you might never. Also, it's just not right. You shouldn't demand to have control on that too. And it is fucked up and difficult. And everybody just keep swimming, just keep swimming. No, you are drowning me. Drowning. Where the fuck is a lifeguard on duty? Where the fuck is someone to blow the whistle? How is this okay? Because it's not. And what I hope I've never done, and I won't say who I feel did it even today. I do not feel like shift has been an obstacle in the relief of others. Not like, no, 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 we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. First things first, you answer these questions. We're not going to do it in order of the timeline. We're going to do it in order of, because you're the bully, because you're more popular, because you have more money, you have more viewers, you have more people that are in tandem with you, CYA, whatever the fuck. Why? And also, don't expect an answer. If I have ever been that, if anyone logged in as Shift has ever been that for you, I apologize. If Dee Dee came here, I would apologize to her more than I did in our chat. But I will say this: I also made a video, but I didn't publish it. But when I went back and I watched what happened on Dee Dee's the other day or night or whatever, let it be known. I wish I had held more space. I wish I'd gone up there and inserted more pleasantries. I do. I also have my reasons for how I was, and that's qualified as an excuse. But there was a part during that exchange or that shared space, and I apologize to her for this because she said that she was uncomfortable, and I don't even know if I heard it at the time. There was a little bit of a delay. If I did, it it didn't render the response that I wish she had gotten from me, that I would have tried to have provided. But I also felt like TikTok, 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 any moment gonna get silenced, gonna get kicked off, gonna, you know what I mean? Wearing out my welcome, and I'm already unwelcome. And so I don't know if that's if I'm saying enough, but I heard it when I was outside of it, and I was able to hit the pause button, and I heard, and I was like, oh shit, because I didn't hear it, and so it was important. So when I recorded it, you hear my raw reaction because I'm like, oh man, like, because of how I really am, you know? So, um, but, and also, sorry if again, there was no plan, but it was an opportunity. There were people that I hadn't seen for a while. Also, somebody came in, had a question for me that, opened this whole thing. And just because you don't see somebody doing something, even if you're a friend, you can like your friend. But you can also hold space if somebody's saying your friend did this thing outside of your knowledge, instead of just fucking typing and saying, no way did this happen. And I do think it's beautiful that people do that, but sometimes they're wrong. And time is of the essence, et cetera, et cetera. And and maybe they know now that they were wrong, and maybe they'll never admit it, and they don't have to. But I think it is a misrepresentation that I have been so demanding. And I'm not trying to put somebody on blast, but if I'm coming to you and I'm like, hey, I gave you a year, how much longer until you undo this wrong? And they write back to me something like, blah, blah, blah. Is that a threat? Holy shit. So again, I'm not trying to misrepresent an email. No, the email saying, I got something to tell you. I want to talk to you. And that never happened. So I'm a nosy bitch. What did you want to tell me? I don't know. Mm. But I did know that I had been accused of things on her panel that I definitely didn't do. And till date, you can see how some are adamant about keeping that blame there, and it will never be mine. Don't know who did it, don't know if it happened, et cetera, et cetera. That's it. That's all. There doesn't need to be this exaggeration of like everybody's got everybody's name all the time. Sometimes that's true, but let the truth be enough, you know what I mean? And if you don't know, like, shush maybe. If it's actual relief you seek or want to offer, et cetera. So, and I've said so many times, again, if I thought I owed an apology, I would have given it. But I'm here all the time, dropping that link, saying open for conversation, not chaos. So if I owed him, I said, please tell me if I'm the obstacle, or if, you know. But being told by people that you are doing this, you're responsible for that, you were complicit to this, you were indifferent to that. I'm the expert of my truth, and I know a lot about others that I speak for too. Sorry. I'm having tea and I'm struggling with my boba. Oh, I see what's happening. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Too bad I didn't just cam up. That was a money shot. I regret what I just did. Oh no, my shirt's all wet. Of course. I didn't think about gravity in that situation. So I removed the blockage of boba and then all the tea just exploded out. Anyways, blah blah. I don't think anyone cares. But I do. I don't know. There's so many names. I'm all day one still, so I'm gonna shut up. I just oh no, I wanna say this about bitch stocks, whatever. So bitch stocks, I go there, get kicked off. I fucking am so mad that I wasted my fucking time there. And then of course I can't find the fucking channel ever again. Where the fuck is it? And then of course, like later, somebody delivers it. Some random, whatever. Enter part two. Comment section more. Insert Aunt Lala. Insert Boston loves Lana or whatever. insert missing life. Basically, I go there and I'm like, here's what I gotta do. Here's my plan. I'm just gonna go fucking bonkers in the comment section and showcase how desperate I am. Take this down. Take it down. I'm making demands. Because how damn dare you didn't even appreciate my company. Wasting my fucking time. And you were mean to me. Rude. And then it would be this epic fucking thing. And yada yada yada. What would happen is along the way, So much bitch, so much petty. And then eventually, transformative experience. And then, of course, by the time that I'm like, I never want this to be deleted, I want it to be there for forever as a representation of how awful these fucking streets are. And then the mission of what would become Team AF was, we're gonna go down, we're gonna get to fucking YouTube headquarters somehow, and we're gonna fucking show them what happened to poor Shifty Poo and be like, this can never fucking happen. This is so shitty. Like, give a bitch a tutorial when she signs up, Hi, welcome to YouTube. And what you're going to encounter over here, well, this sector is that. That's right, I said sector. Now, each channel is going to refer to itself as having a community. Now, if somebody's blue, well, they are so important. Maybe they paid for it. Maybe they gave sexual favors for it. Maybe they're whatever. Anyways, figure it out. But no, just spat out into the fucking streets that people call streets, and that eventually I will dox the shit out of. And I'm like, these ain't streets, these are sewers. And based on science, all of the contributions to science, everybody, least of course the 135s, um, ectoplasm, baby, baby girl, baby doll. Ectoplasm is to blame, okay? Ectoplasm is to blame. That's why everybody is all fueled up on fucking hatred, and then shit goes the way it does. I, see, and this is the shit. Look at the dudes. I saw the fucking Hebrew doing that thing that is gonna make me insane, so I'm not gonna look down anymore. Have him there? Whatever. Anyways, you do you. That's totally cool. Because that's the thing. Everybody creates their own experience. But in some cases, other people do create the experience for other people. And if the experience you're creating for somebody else is horrific, dot, 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 you know? I'm not going to tell you how to feel about shit. I'm not going to gatekeep on blah, blah, blah. And, but if that is why you're here, and for some it is, for some it legitimately is, you know? And then there'll be times when like people are like, it was trolling you, it was funny. Whatever. Came in there using your like dead relatives, fuck a face. It was funny. I had fun doing it. So you must think it's funny too. And I have witnessed people have that experience on a panel and absolutely fucking crumble. Because for them it's not fun. It's not. So there's a lot of different experiences, Shit. Yes, exiled. Am I gonna hate it? Anyway, so what would end up happening is Shift Happens was basically like a clip channel. There was no live streams, none of that shit. But at one point, there was a video made recording the fucking crazy shit going down in Steph L's fucking comment section, y'all. It was poppin'. And I hesitated to publish this because I read something at one point, and you hear my raw reaction to it. And eventually it does get published, and it would be the catalyst for change. And there's content made of this because eventually Bitch Talks and I on Missing Life, we would host panels about this. And I'm grateful for that because we talked about the opportunity for when you actually hold space for somebody, when you're not playing a game of whack-a-mole of you're going to determine this, but you hold space for them, and you might not think something's important, but maybe it is important over there. And she heard me care about her, and shift happened. And then of course I got all pissed off because I changed my mind on what I wanted, and and that's what it was. But it was like step by step, little by little, because it was like I want the fucking video down, and then she was like, you know what? you've advanced into I feel a little bit bad, so I'm gonna change the title, or I feel worse, I'm gonna add a description, with the asterisk, and I'm gonna say this and that. And then eventually one day after that, poof, that motherfucker was gone. And then of course I was like, damn it, how damn dare. Pissed off about that, of course, whatever. You always want the whatever, I'm impossible. So anyway, but and then, Bitch Talks and I would be part of many, many awful, terrible, wonderful, beautiful things. Like we doxed the shit out of Bon Jovi. We revealed that he's the same as like all the other bands. I said, what the fuck? Jeez. Um, and the only docs that I did in relation to Mel Hawks, who was a regular here, and I was grateful for her. Also, she was accused, or people assumed she was accused. She said she sounded like that call, the CPS, whatever the fuck, call to Granny's watching his parents or whatever the fuck. And as somebody whose voice is still on a fucking channel being manipulated so that Lana could say that I'm somebody I'm not, in a place I've never been, attached to something that terrifies me. And that changed everything for shit. And it didn't stop there. It has only gotten fucking worse, and I don't like it. But I doxed Mel Hawks as a dolphin. That is what I have said. That is what I did. If that's what this is all about, I'm sorry. I really think you sound like a dolphin when you try to sound like a dolphin. I mean it respectfully. For real. I've never done anything to dig into your family. I've never contacted anybody in your family. I've been telling you this for what, a year, 2 years? But when I got that fucking recording where you're saying all that crazy shit about me stalking you in real life and us sharing a boyfriend and this and that, I had no fucking idea. But I recognized immediately, that as much as you have been saying that I want to be here, you are part of the reason why I am. And I will never understand why I'm not asking for that. I'm putting this down because of what was showcased today and what has been evident for me and mine and others for as long as it applies to us. But the difference is I did not accuse you of shit, torment you, target you, tarnish your anything. I'm not gonna fucking, there's no delight in being right. I knew I didn't do it. Of course I didn't. Um, and I have not followed you around, fucking done all that shit on the tubes. And I have so many pictures of your family that you shared with me. So much. And I've never ever done anything but let them be in that thread or whatever it's called. Okay, well, I'm being told Excel has a question and I keep skipping it. Okay, let me find out. You got a question? Good question. The answer wrong being my friend. Blah, 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 blah. I guess she won't want me to ask my question. Okay. Wait, did I miss the question? I'm triggered. This feels like my first chat ever. What the fuck is your question? I see this. I'm skipping the other one. Yeah, yeah. What the fuck is your question? He didn't even ask the question. Oh my gosh. Afterwards, what would happen is it would be like all the people over the first panel, they were like, she didn't even ask the question. Yes, I did. Go back and look. Kind of like COVID. So again, I have not done shit with his relationships. I made one comment after German Ladies stream, after a whole panel full of my old fucking friends, and then Sue blaming me for being in German Ladies' ear. What the fuck? I listened to what she said when I was barely there. Got blamed for it or whatever, the way that it was. But I heard her ask a bunch of times about Lufa. And I just said, did he fucking, did he get a hold of Lufa? That is not me saying I'm contacting Lufa. So I and COVID is fucking with me. There's enough going on during that shit. Let the focus be on one thing at a time. Talk about you were so respectful and this and that. Holy shit. It's overwhelming. My truth with him is that there was no beef. There was barely anything. I tried to go up on his panel one time because I heard him saying that he was overwhelmed and, he doesn't want to stream anymore. I went up there because I heard that. I had no idea who was on panel with him. They were naked. I went back into his chat. I recognized one person. It was Baroness. I'm like, "Psst, who are those circles?" I didn't recognize the name. She told me. I fucking waited. And then suddenly COVID is addressing me, wants me up there. And then I'm getting screamed at. And then the chat is like asking if I'm drunk, if I'm high. And I'm telling him, buddy, I'm paraphrasing. You can watch the apology video. But I basically stopped him and I'm like, whatever the fuck you're about to say, just know that you're wrong. I'm right. Go on. And then I was in pattern of behavior. But even in his apology, before I got there, he's describing this and he will continue to do so. Like there's shift in his chat, being all shifty, doing that shit. He's got his eye on me, hypocrisy, this and all that. No, 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 no. Or prove it. Put the video out. The one that you promised to put out. I would love to see it. And I explain this. One reason is I want to see how long it was that you screamed at me. It felt very long. It You don't know me. I don't like being screamed at by aggressive men. It felt like being pitted up against, the wall and just being screamed at, but I'm not saying that, well, I'm not doing the kind of shit that like you do, where you make it seem like it's fucking fact. Shit happens and sending me a barrage of emails. Oh my God, I'm getting tagged every day. She's calling me all the time and she can't take rejection. And then I have to deal with what? Why? Why? And let it be known. Again, I didn't fuck around with your relationships, but you absolutely, and what? You screamed, humiliate her after you apologize. Humiliate her. And then a video is played. Just me, baby love, Terry, AC, having a grand old time, which is great. They play this video because I gotta watch. I don't have to, but that was the goal, right? Humiliate her, embarrass her, blah, blah. Why? Why? Because before that, COVID's apologized to me and said all sorts of nasty shit about just me. I'm the one that de-escalated it. I knew she was lying about something, but I didn't want to call her a liar because often when you say something, it sticks. I didn't want to brand her like that. She's not offered me that same courtesy, I allege. And anyway, so that's it. It's not this huge major thing, but it's significant because that's how I learned he operates. He's willing to fucking, twist things. He never got it right about I love sober people. It's a whole fucking thing. I'm not trying to rehash it. I was trying to get out of it. And I told him, give me what I need to get out of it. You drug me into it. Let me the fuck out. And then I did a fucking Yogi Bear, hey, bozo. And I think I fucking broke him because he fucking just was awful to me ever since then. And I didn't know why, and I couldn't fix it. And I that's what's up. So, and I unsubscribed. I stopped doing shit again, and it wasn't until fucking exiled and COVID fucked around in this chat, and just me was there and unseen, blah blah blah, that I felt like I got dragged back into it. Mhm. I'm taking away your wrench, like immediately, immediately, immediately. And for the record, my other plan, besides sending that email that I sent to Jenny Jen Jen, my other plan was to go on her panel and say, take my wrench. But I didn't want to call her a bitch. Because she's been lovely to me. She's a sparkly background. I honor all that stuff. Um, so I don't know. People are trying to hurt me with that. I don't appreciate somebody putting up a picture of somebody, believing it's me, the end. And she did that. I have my feelings, and it's okay. She has hers. And I didn't want it to be exaggerated by anybody, which of course it is. So I put up the email out of respect for just what transpired. That's all. If she wants her hat back, fine. But I'm grateful for her. I'm grateful for her channel. For real. So I want to honor that. I'm so grateful. And I figured out a couple weeks ago, I'm not sure if I'm right, but is it Vinny G from that channel that did the voice analysis of Mel Hawks? Question mark? Like, for real. I asked him, he said it might be. What are the odds? That's crazy to me and wonderful. Honda will never, provide the buttery nipples. That's okay. I learned how to survive if I have all the tools. And and Yoakum and Steve, of course. I feel like it's like, what is it? The like scarecrow, be thankful for you the most or whatever. Because I learned a lot from him, and I'm grateful for that. And he showed up. I was sad. He shook snacks at me. Thank you for that to him. He's like a pristine. He's like a Moody Mary. He's a Rover. He's a Annie. He's a Anna. All these people that at one point Josephine was one. At one point Mel Hawks was one. The car Holly. These are significant people. Significant for my experience and others. Lala, sister, like I didn't want to leave here with hatred. I didn't come here with it. Navigator, Dino, a lot of people. Andy, etc. I showed up to Jenny's panel for a Rainbow Kitten party or something, and she didn't do what happened to me at the beginning of the nightmare over on the streets that don't matter anymore because Brittany said so or whatever. It's all dead. Well, no, it's then don't leave people behind, you know. Um, and I think that's on demeanor, allegedly. But I'm just grateful. I'm really grateful. I'm trying to express that. I won't do it perfectly. I'm doing it haphazardly. It spilled on my shirt, so here we are. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me show you this fuck shit. Okay, hold on. Very bored. I'm telling my own story. I'm exhausted. So I'll drop the link if anybody wants to say anything. I'm sorry for anybody left out, and I have a lot. It just, I'm grateful. And I actually had this feeling the other day after I left DD's, and I was telling people I feel this euphoric hopelessness. I left that panel and I'm like, there's nothing else that can be done. It's impossible. It will just never be, like, for real. And when that clicks, when there is lack of hope for real, even if it is so fucking simple and, like, the math and science of it seem like, no, 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 we could do it. It'll happen. But I left there being like, No fucking way. It is impossible. It will never be granted." And then I spent the in between that and now this, basically in hysterics and just fucking all of those that got DMs from me. You know what's up. Do you remember? Yeah, I meant it, dude. But so I'm just gonna show you that notification I just got. So when I'm getting yelled at on COVID, and I'm telling him he's wrong, da 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 da, one of the people in the chat that is gonna be all fucked up to me, automatically just go with the flow. Wiccan something. After respect is given to me because bow down. Wiccan is the one that apologized. And I was like, holy shit, thank you so much. Wow. Wow. That's awesome. Holy moly, way to go, gold star. This is the kind of fuck shit that, like, I'm like, I can't, I won't anymore. So there's this comment section or whatever the fuck. And I'm telling, because COVID finally addresses this thing, where it has nothing to do with just me, it has nothing to do with the tractor, it has to do with him just straight up making shit up about me. He finally asked the question, and now he's doing the thing that we all just witnessed, deflection, deflection. So, because he said, "What did I lie about you about?" And I'm like, finally. And then I give him the link. He still wants a link. I'm not here to fucking help you anymore, dude. Because when I try to help you, this is how much I've had to suffer for that. And you are interested in my suffering. I'm aware of that. I'm wishing to disengage. But, like, what the fuck? All I'm doing is saying we can apologize to me too. Remember, I'm trying to elicit a memory and being like, that was not just fucked up with you screaming at me. The whole chat was fucked up and mad at me. One person owned it. One. And that one person, that's why I was saying, the pristines, the Moody Marys. Sometimes the shift happens. Sometimes it could be you, etc., etc. And it is hard to be that one to swim, against the grain or the whatever current. And those that keep trying, no matter how impossible, how exhausted, they've got their eye on the shore and they want to get there. Who the fuck are you to be in their way? And some people are. They're just doing that thing that, like, your older sister does when, put the hand on your head and they're like running like a cartoon and they're not going anywhere, you know? Or why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? And it's hilarious to them. It's a fucking game. You're the toy. But some of us just want to chill. You're harsh and I'm mellow, yo. Anyway, so look, the reaction is, it's like, what, really, really, Wiccan, you got to show up. Oh, by the way, shift, if you have anything to say to me, say to me. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Okay, I wish you nothing but the best. I thought it was fucked up that you posted somebody's picture the other day. That's how you do. I'm glad you took it down. Whatever, that might encourage you to put it back up. I don't know. I was sent the screenshot. Again, I'm not doing anything to fucking make it worse for you. Okay. Um, I've never doxed somebody's family tragedy. I don't like that. And it's very calculated to say, shift happens, dox my family tragedy because she knew it would hurt me. Bravo. Mhm. You know, If you think, like I said, I've said this already, but if you think that horrible things have been done to just me, the timeline matters. And what was wrong? Because I couldn't really hear it. People were hitting me up earlier saying, "Can you publish that whatever stream that COVID's played with that fucking music over it?" And what was it? Like 87% like us talking about what? Ice cream? Y'all are big mad that we were talking about the fucking purse candy ice cream? And didn't somebody like get it all wrong talking about fudge and this and that? And there's this misunderstanding. Go back, or maybe I'm wrong, but I laugh really, really hard at something, and I think that there's misinterpretation at what I'm laughing at. I'm the expert of my truth. I was laughing at the I can't do it, but that's what I was laughing at. It's really funny. That was the talks episode. But if you think anything that was said on that stream was horrible, bet me everything precious to you that I could not blow your mind with the disgusting shit that has been said over the last more than half year by her on our panel and in her company. And I'm not in competition with her. I'm not. And the end. The fucking end. Um yeah. Um, the details do matter. I could correct the whole thing about like the raw stuff didn't go down that way. It wasn't the same day. The 6969 for my name was not the same time that you offered so beautifully to pay for my phone bill, which I didn't ask you to do. I just got out of the hospital, blah blah blah. All the stuff that was going down. You love me like a daughter. You fucking paid for it. I weep like a bitch because that's who I am. It was beautiful. I told you you should give it to your daughter. It was wonderful. Yada yada yada. I'll be forever grateful. You bought me time. You bought me time to fucking get shit figured out because there are unexpected things and yada yada. I will always be grateful. I will. I will. When she gave that money to me and I gave her the receipts, I offered her the change. But I told Ross, who had given me a different dollar amount, he had given me days before, but still, $40 out of nowhere for gas because I didn't ask for it and it's expensive was the memo. I'll never doubt. I'll never deny. That doubt's a weird. I don't mean doubt. I'll never deny the generosity that was with Ross, but he was not telling the truth when he said that my relationship with him and my relationship with Outlaw has a foundation in financial gain. And when the money stopped rolling in, well, then shift happened. No, sir. I don't appreciate that. That's not true. And he kept saying all I wanted her to do was leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. But the truth is that when he told me he didn't want to have contact with me anymore, he gave me very specific reasons. I went live because I'm like, those reasons are false. I feel like if you're holding a grudge because you think that, I'm the reason I took the cookie from the cookie jar and I didn't, and I could prove it to you, then maybe you could forgive me for those feelings that you had and either let it go or be mad at the right person, blah, 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 blah. So I wanted him to know you're not wanting to have contact with me, but like we barely do. And that's fine. But just FYI, this shit you're ditching me for or whatever is bullshit. Also, bullshit is the fact that he didn't poof say away. No, we talk in the comment section on chats. I go up on panel with him and shit. So it wasn't this definitive thing like I just want her to leave me alone. She's fucking blah blah blah. So again, why do you got to do that? I'll never know. I'll never know. I kept waiting for Roz to be who he said he kept telling me he was. And I don't know why that was too much to ask, but I surrender that too. So, but I didn't go on tour with all this shit. I didn't go panel to panel, dragging him. I didn't accuse him of wrench bullshit on channels. I didn't do that. I didn't say his name with fucking, vein popping out of my serial killer face. Figuratively. And I thought it was very, very inappropriate and absolutely intentionally violating the conversation recently that Just Me had with him when she wanted to tell him why I was so bothered about Biggs. She did that to bother me. I'll say. I won't say hurt, humiliate, whatever it is. She wanted to sink my battleship. And she absolutely said that I would die if she knew the pictures I had. She threatened to put my phone number out there, my address out there. But she's saying, don't worry, baby love. I'm not going to tell everybody she's in Beverly Hills. The fuck? Starting shit about, like, what? Again, telling Terry that, I expected him to pay for me for forever. What the fuck? Financially take care of me? Oh, she knows what the real drama is between me and Terry. He's German and I'm Jewish. What the fuck? Shit like that. When it was like anything that she thought she could weaponize, it got fucking used. And I didn't do that to her. I didn't say her face was busted. I called her lovely. But you would hear over on her panel the opposite of that. I'm not the one over that was originally saying all this stuff about her accident being bullshit. Mel Hawks is over on her panel telling people I didn't get a good enough grift the first time, had to get another accident for, whatever. What? The hatred that Mel Hawks has for me is evident. I hope that those that paid attention today at Alicia's and that bitch talks understand. I have not been trying to be all up on her anything. I have been wishing for her to be out of all of ours. That was her receipt. That was her receipt. I have tons more. I'm the expert of my truth. She's mad that I shared a video that she said definitively that I was responsible for making. So I go and I look at it to be like, what the fuck is in this video that's so awful? And she's like, she's doxing me. Da, 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 da. I don't know you. I thought your fucking name was Mel Hawks. I had nothing to do with that video. Da, 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 all the things. All the things. And I was asking for the details for the timeline because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, none of it does because it's all bullshit. Because why would you be participating with me when I'm your fucking stalker? And you know this because you would know me because duh. And you and our ex-boyfriend fucking figured out this thing. And in that recording, you were not so sure about things and you were being cautious about things. You weren't going to blame things so haphazardly. But that was out the window. All of a sudden, it is you definitely made it. I know you're not going to admit it. And how can I prove a negative? The thing is, I can, because negative, I didn't do it. I told you. You can go back and watch me tell you every opportunity. It was not me. And I'll say every time, if it happened, it's fucked up. I don't know who did it. Not me. The truth. The truth. And Mel Hawks was one of those people like Nicole Morgan that gave beautiful advice. And Mel Hawks had gotten this beautiful advice from Holly at one point because of this fuck shit that like Mel Hawks would tell me about this awful thing that happened with Kim and Kraft and really Kim. And when she said that my ovaries were powdered, it triggered that memory. Because of that awful stuff, I won't repeat. I could play all the DMs. I'm not going to. But it was a whole thing back and forth. And back then, she was really mad about it. And she was doing the right thing for whatever. And it was ugly. And she, at one point, when I talked to Mel Hawks, told me this lesson that she learned from Holly. Like about like look shaming and maybe not doing that. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And I remember being like, you're friends with Holly? Because I wanted somebody that cared about the truth to listen to me. And God has blessed Holly because she did. I didn't, and that was such a gift and a blessing. I'm grateful for that too. I'm grateful for a lot. Boston Clusie, my pretty pink fish, the blob fish too. And I'm like way back in my head. There's so many names. All the people in the email that were like the most fascinating people that emailed. The psychologists that we used to be in touch with that were telling us all sorts of interesting, fascinating things about I can't tell you. the science that we were doing, of course, blah, blah, blah. I remember the prayer hand emoji. I remember this time where, again, like, after the whole, like, when Crafton said he was going to die and then he didn't, that whole thing. um, uh, and then something happened, and and it was like Lala apologized, and Lindsay was mad, and Jackson, and all this stuff, right? And and I wrote this email to Crafton, and it was like what I could do for the car. And I just said, you don't have, please don't be mean to the DeLorean, just. And then I wrote some crazy shit. I read it the other day, and then Crafton wrote me back, and he was like, um, can you please rephrase this email and submit it not in the form of poetry or something like that? I'm too stupid to understand it. It's kind of like how I feel when I would read emails from Sherlock Holmes. I'm like, this is fucking advanced. Like, it's so, some of it was just so uh, artistic, or it just. I'm still thinking about a response, and I don't think she wants one, but respect. But it was like the opposite maybe with Crafton. But he was like, I'm too stupid to understand. And then I wrote back to him, and I was like, your stupidity is inconvenient for me, or something like that. Little things like that, along the way. Um, but look at what Crafton is doing. He just can't be quickly enough be in the comment section now, trying to warn gamers, because that's what's happening. People are showing up in our comment section really worried about like some bullshit in tandem to Tetris, which I love. So shout out to Tetris. Even bigger shout out to F-Zero. But like, has anybody ever been really offended about it? And for like 1 second, like the shift happens, like took away the trademark or something, and then he was real quick to be like, ha ha, you lost your trademark. And then I was like, edit name, put it back on, like, suck my dick. you know Why are you so invested? Why are you trying to take away the copyright? Damn. Go feed some squirrels or whatever. For fuck's sake. We all forgive you for your nipple dogs. And I'm sorry that I made that stream one time where I asked if you were a vampire or a werewolf because by Two-Face, etc., etc. But my oh my, how you have mocked my pain. This bitch needs to be tranquilized. This, 5150 on this fucker and all the stuff. And that was not nice. And you wanted it to be not nice, and you succeeded. Here we are. And like this dude wrote this email one time. You want to tell me not to write poetry and code? Shout out to that time. And TCA was there. Because see, the thing is, I don't have to be friendly with them anymore. I don't have to be full towards them. I don't have to invent things to be mad about, and I'm not doing that. Um, um, and the one that had like the paper airplanes and the time travel and shit. It was fucking wild. I appreciate that. So, Cooper said something to someone one time, and every once in a while they'll text me porch possum, and I still don't get it, but it makes me laugh. I'm so thankful for all the accents, all the bold wieners and shit like that. Worse than me. you know, Checkmate Humanity. I'm forever grateful for. Also, haven't read her last message because of stuff, because stuff, and because I respect her one of the most. And yeah, so if you're not subscribed to her channel, you should be, and subscribe to each other's channels and stuff. Um, Generation X, Gen X, actually, that's where I learned about the cat. That's where I learned about the other dude that hates me and wants to make my life miserable. I don't know why, but here we are. Didn't hurt his friends. It didn't scam them. Here we are. I'm grateful for Terry for telling me that those that do that will just make up shit. I guess it didn't occur to me. I expressed it the other day to Rebel. Checkmark on that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to fucking, tidy up, unburden. But Gen X and I, we bonded about autoimmune disorders. So I could be very petty and mean and say, to whom it may concern, if you want me to prove my Addisons, we'll prove your fucking car accident, prove your brain injury, or just stop. Because you did start this and you didn't have to. Behind your back, I had your back. Even with stuff like you blaming like your dog saying family tragedy I didn't do. I know, I allege, I'm positive. I know the moment where you think that that happened and it absolutely wasn't. And in that moment, I responded to it too. Because I think I heard what you heard. I know I probably did. I would bet all of your money on it. Mwah. Mhm. Mhm. It's cold. I absolutely didn't fuck with in any capacity Dave G. And I was horrified to see the comment. He's made awful comments. I don't do that to him. I would never do that to him. But he'll say that I'm going to jail or that the Royal Canadian Mounted Police have, outlawed on the radar and shit like that. And okay, but some people really don't want others to just be given respect. The WETF chat leak, never got its merit. I'll, again, let it go because I didn't see it, but I felt it. Or I don't think Michelle K was being very nice to me in the other chat. If she was, that would be wonderful, but I don't think so. But again, that's somebody that shouldn't be doing that to me. So she is hurt and prolonged pain, and I still will be more mad at her, rightfully so, because she was supposed to be the lady on, the chick on the streets doing Mad Libs and stuff, and she could have said along the way instead of joining in to hate that shift was, well, somebody you talked about eating, burgers in the shower with, et cetera, lying on the floor, whatever. But it is what it is. And I actually thought we had peace or neutrality. And that took a lot. And not even me. I was really upset about what you did suggest me. But you know what made me change and come talk to you or type at you? Was I realized I never, ever, ever asked you your version of that. Mind you, I got a blurb sent to me of you, and I then watched you on panel, blah, 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 blah. But I never talked to you about it, and that wasn't fair. But I remember I was not going to forgive you, and it took a lot. And then when I learned something different about others, I realized that I had to apply that grace to you. And even if you did do the thing that you might have, I don't have to judge you, and I don't want to, on something that I would think you would agree might have been not your finest moment. And again, that's just projection. I don't know the whole story. I know the blurb. That's it. I don't know the rest. So, and I would have talked to you about that if we ever talked, but here we are. Anyway, all of those stories along the way, you know? I don't struggle to tether something, not horrible. I'm not out there trying to fucking just destroy, ruin, devastate. It's not, but look at the amount of energy that was put into making that my truth. Everybody else hates her. Look at a long list, this and that. Mm, well, I'm sure there's a bumper sticker somewhere that says something like, the longer the list of people you don't want around you, or something like that. I don't know. The more badass bitch you are. I don't know. Also, I genuinely think there's people on that list, or a tomato at least, that don't know what the fuck that list is. I don't even really know what the list is, but there's a group of you keeping a fucking list. And okay. But you know what I don't have on my fucking community page? Me accusing somebody of being the reason that people want to self-harm. And every day, for how long, I think about that post somewhere in someone's channel. And I hate it. It's not my truth. And even the rest of the posts, they blame shit on stuff that they were never blamed for. They got it wrong. And Nicole Morgan's who I'm speaking of. And Nicole Morgan and Mel Hawks, they simp or cuck or whatever the fuck, white knight for each other. So all the times that they're like being like, this was such an important stream that needed to happen. Mel needed to get her truth out there. Well, you might now know for sure that that's not so. So doubt it. Also, again, just like with COVID, it's not going to matter that I was right. I said this all along. I'm not interested in the blame. I'm interested in the relief. I meant it. I understand that maybe people doubt that because oftentimes, people are just straight up fucking lying to them. So fair. But, you know, mm, I feel like Shift Happens should be and used to have the reputation of being obsessively willing and enthusiastically down for the deep dive, figure it out. I don't care how long the fuck it takes. If it could be found, let's fucking find it. Let's do it. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Reality is reality. Respectfully, from the resistance to reality that I also felt was showcased today. The incredible fucking resistance to um relief. Um it's so frustrating. And also like, come on. The fuck I've been like trying to schedule this shit for how fucking long? You're gonna just do it, not even like let me know about it. Do it. I got shit to do. I'm touching grass and doing all the things. you know. So luckily, I got eyeball emojis everywhere or whatever. No, I don't. Anyway, it just happened to be, and again, I'm grateful for blah blah blah. So, mm, I also think, in case there's anything, I think we can all agree that I didn't Shift didn't frame anybody for anything, right? Because nobody. I mean, here we are. So, yay, duh. Maybe in a picture or something, in a doodle somewhere, but and for what it is truly worth, you know, I'm not gonna be an obstacle. Nobody that I know will be for those people. They were given advice, but I'm not gonna mention it. They don't care. And then Lycan is still a little bitter that like he got kicked off panel. Like, calm yourself. Just like relax. You're everywhere doing all the things, just being mean. Man. Watch me say something nice about Lycan. Lycan does, or used to. I don't know. He could be different now because I don't fucking watch him. But back in the day, um, he did a great Abraham Lincoln impression, y'all. There you go. Boom. Nice thing. Okay. Um. I'm gonna drop the link. Was this like 8 hours of me trying to thank all you and just talk about me? Because that is so shift. So shift. In conclusion, Steph is the first channel that I was on. First panel. It was fucking crazy. Shit went down the comment section. A lot of things happened. There was evolution, right? Then all these other things happened. Then we had a falling out. Steph thought that I was rude to fucking Excel because of the Hemi, Miss Legit, Melissa Jade, and this and that, da, 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 and all the things. And then other things. And then the other people had other feelings and other friendship changes. And then all of a sudden something happened and there was opportunity. And then today I heard a boop. But today when I was listening to her channel and Eliza and Excel were there, I like had this moment where it brought me back to the time I was driving. So I couldn't be looking at the phone, and it was like on autoplay, and I was, in my GERS, or we all were in our GERS about each other or whatever, and the autoplay clicked over to Bitch Talks, and Excel and Eliza were on panel, and I had nothing to do. I couldn't do anything about it. I was forced to listen to it, and I was like so like petty, about it. But then it welcomed me to this conversation about blah 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 blah. They were talking relationship stuff, and it led to me hearing this mic drop moment thing about communication is key. You know, Exile was very proud of his answer, and Eliza was like, "I'm gonna be really condescending." He was like, "Good job," or whatever, and she was like, "Baby, I got this." She was like, "Communication." I'm paraphrasing. Communication is everything. No, communication is like all the things and really important, but it ain't nothing without comprehension. And it was like fucking sparks flying, fucking complete fucking moment where I'm like, that's what the fuck is missing, y'all. That's what's up, at least here, definitely with me. I'm just talking and talking and talking. Nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Pausing, pause.
As
And
the management, not management, because of course, if I was management, this channel would be a lot worse off. The channel is demanding that you read the chats and the people out there supporting you, trying to cheer you up, Shifty.
I'm fine, dude. Don't tell me how my mood. I'm already mad at you. What up, Zatoichi? Respect.
So I guess your mood right. You're mad at me.
Oh, I just told you. Okay, everybody earmuffs. Exiled. Stop it. I'm not mad at you at all. For fuck's sake. I was trying to say how significant. Doesn't it feel cosmic? Like I had that moment where I was just like, holy shit, I'm back where I started. Fucking frustrated,
Well,
desperate. You're gonna interrupt me right now. And there I am, and there you two are. And I got to say that thing, and I was just like, huh. And because I absolutely fucking need everybody to give me all their money so I could take a vacation. you know,
uh,
I I I felt that when I wrote it, I was like, is this gonna be the last panel? Because maybe. But then I was overwhelmed with gratitude and not quite yet, everybody. But it just felt significant. And then I felt bad for all of the fucking crazy, insane messages that I could have deleted, but I didn't because, the messages I left were I'm screaming out all the things and I'm so upset. That's how important escape from this shit is. So, and it felt like it was being robbed from people desperate for it by those that insist on us never being released from it. I'm so glad you guys are here. Hey, Mr. Foz, remember when we totally dated? That was so dope. Also, how's your dog? Also, hi, Alexis. Pink Princess Fluffy Hearts.
well, Shift, when I met you a couple of years ago, I told you to fighting lies with the truth, it's a tug of war game. And there's no for sure set plan. You keep tackling that goal until they expose themselves. Because when you're telling the truth, there's nothing to expose but the truth. When they're telling lies, eventually that truth is going to creep the fuck out and bite them in the ass.
Right. I was about to kick you from the panel because I thought it would be hilarious. Also, because I kind of wanted to. because I'm like, don't come up here and try to be like
Here, let me
you
help
figured this
assist
out
you in that.
before
You
me.
do you, boo boo. You do you.
Stop it. No, I'm just saying, like, again, it is what it is. It played out how it played out, you know? And I had that feeling, and so I expressed it, you know? I shift happened, and you know,
No
but I
need.
also
Don't.
there also
I
is
mean,
that thing
express it.
where
That's what
there
I'm here
also
for. Don't express shit.
I mean, there's also that thing where you might think that you're doing something that's right for somebody else, but when they give you very specific instructions and they're totally fucking ignored, and then everything goes fucking bonkers, it might feel like shit, okay? And it
What
might feel like you just
what are
fucking
you talking about?
took that away. Again,
What are you
sir,
talking
I
about?
know what I'm talking about. You wanted to be up here.
I
What's
did,
up?
but I'm just questioning what you are specifically speaking about.
So there was like this crazy fucking drama that went down. Basically, I found out that for like 2, 3 years. I don't even know the extent of it because they won't tell me the answer because I know, and me getting the answer means that I'm just trying to find out what they know. And really, what happens is this person that I was nice to decided they fucking hate me, and then they said that I contacted their kid, their minor child, that I contacted their fucking brother or uncle or whoever the fuck, and then also that a bunch of other things. And well, that I stalked them to YouTube in real life. And they went into such extreme detail. I had no idea that this was going on. And then they've just been fucking spreading hate for forever and doing that thing where, again, where I'm saying, when the fuck did I call your kid? I never would do that. It gets translated out there like, Shift Happens is trying to get information on my kid. There's a very, very different experience when people hear that shit. And I don't
Mm.
like people fucking hearing that shit that I'm trying to get my paws on their kids and this and that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And
Okay.
also, they revealed that, of course, I knew them in real life. They also decided who I am, who this picture of other people are. They decided that I'm this person, I'm impersonating this person, and they do not know more than me. And what I think that was showcased today is for some reason they they are willing to fucking do what they did this whole week and for years now, refused me the opportunity because I didn't know that this was what was happening. And all the while they're trying to be like, oh shit, is doing what shit always does, and just trying to fucking like make me look like the fucking asshole, totally make it impossible for me to be taken seriously. So all the people that are like, but Mel's so sweet, she's so beautiful. Okay, she could be that too. She's also the one who's telling you shit that is fucking not my truth and how damn dare, blah blah blah. I am not doing the shit. I shouldn't be accused of it. I'm not gonna start doing it. I didn't retaliate doing it. I could have done it. And then I get blamed for shit I didn't do. I fucking look into it. She's there, she's doing it. And again, it just is fucking madness. So it was fucking chaos earlier, Zaroichi, because I
Mm.
finally got a puzzle piece sent by mm, and it was this recording of this person. They're taking ownership for they heard the recording, they know what the recordings of. And I'm like, okay, great, cool, confirmation. This week, while they were saying that I have been like following them and all this stuff, just fucking laying the foundation for all of this to be revealed. I'm on popcorn emoji, keep it going, baby girl, baby doll. Because the truth is that, again, I spent so many hours with this person talking. I cared about her family. I did nothing to fucking hurt her family. And what was showcased is her desire to fucking have every effect on any of the families that her refusal to let us out of her bullshit. We've been waiting for the release.
You are
And
confusing
I'm
the fuck
and
out of me, I have to say. But
okay, then here's the thing. I'm gonna be grumpy about that. I'm gonna let you back up because you might have something else to say, but this makes total sense to me. That's what I'm expressing. You are brand new. It's been like 2 weeks. Of course you're not gonna understand. I'm trying to fucking get you up. What is happening? I'm trying to express gratitude for a whole lot. I'm trying to express gratitude for all the things that I don't need to fucking explain anymore. If you get it, you get it. I'm glad. But all these people that think that I owe them more, that Shift owes them more, that anybody owes them shit, cam the fuck up, bitch, this and that, tell me your name, show me your tits, do this. For all the people that thought because some other bitch was calling me a fucking whore on YouTube that they could fucking hit me up and treat me like one. No. AC said the other day that I fucking said that someone had to, if they wanted to talk to me, they had to pay. What are you talking about, dude? I don't like that at all.
AC
What are you
said that?
talking about? Yes. And I like
Oh.
AC, but I don't like when he says things like that. And I don't like people showing up here telling me, oh, you're that fucktard that, he told me not to, whatever, like shit like that. I like JC. I don't wish him harm. But,
Can
his dedication, whatever, again, it is what it is. It's the shit show.
have you
But I
ever
heard that.
have you ever camped up? I'm just curious because, like you said, I'm new. You know.
Um,
Fuck is that sound?
what's in my mouth? Guess.
A hard candy of some kind, like an Altoid or something.
Okay, hold on. Try again. I wish.
An edible or crunchy edible.
I repeat, I wish. It's ice. It's ice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it now that you say that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Anyway.
You hear that?
I try to just listen very, really, really hard. Is it still doing whatever sound you hear? Is that an animal? Is that a kitten in the background or like a printer, an old school printer? What is it? Is there something happening? Wait, is this a Rickroll sound effect? All right, I'm over it. Oh, you got it. Alexis, do you want to do a mad lib? Okay, cool. The best to you. Oompa loompa doopity doo. It was nice to see the both of you. Remember the time that you made that video? I watched it the other day and I was like, hey ho. Dude, that Darcy, it was Darcy that was like so fucking pissed that falls in my day to day. Dave G, right? Shout out. I'm Andrew M or whatever. Hey, did you just do like so many drugs?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't do drugs. I only
Did you
smoke
poop?
marijuana. I don't poop
No.
either. I'm like Kim Jong-un. I don't have an asshole.
Oh my gosh, don't talk. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Hey,
gosh.
I want to ask you something though. The first time I did your science
Hmm.
experiment, there was a part where you had me lick the fish. Do you remember that?
I feel like the best way to remember it is for you to repeat it.
No, I'm not going to because you're going to clip it and use it in the
See, this
future.
is your problem. I just had 2 hours of me telling you, in part, I'm the expert of my truth. I promise I won't clip it.
You
Did I
promise?
clip it the first time? Did I do it the first time?
I don't know. Do you pinky promise? Ah, see, no answer.
I said pinky promise. Can you not hear me?
No, I can't hear
I said pinky promise.
you. All
All right,
right.
ready? Here you go. Here you go. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Are you even trying? What the fuck?
Who?
You're not even trying to do it?
To lick the fish? No, I'm not gonna.
Yes. I
No.
pinky promised I'm not gonna fucking clip it.
Here it comes. Where is it?
Oh wait. Oh wait.
No.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I got scared that was gonna be a porn bomb because I didn't recognize the name. Hebrew, is that you?
Fool me once, shame on me.
All right. Well, that was a waste. There's a delay
Fool
right
me
now, so I'm just waiting till I see that. Oh, there I see it. Okay.
What is
What
that?
was
An
that?
axolotl? Is that an axolotl?
Yes, it is. Do you know that if you eat their ear feathers, they will regenerate?
Those things?
The little feathery ear thingamabobbers, or their legs and shit.
It's like a little
He
mini dinosaur prototype.
exiled. Please, Louise. We'll talk later, for fuck's sake. Hebrew, is that you? Hebrew,
Hello.
is that you? See, hi.
Yes, it's me. Hello.
You have your scary voice turned on.
And that's that, huh?
What's that?
How's that?
Dude,
How's
Hebrew,
that?
talk.
Hello?
Okay,
Hello,
you're
hello.
gonna read.
I love you.
Hey,
Hello, hello.
okay. You said the secret passcode.
Fuck.
Look at his picture. It's called Fish in Air. Oh
I
no.
got very lucky with
I
that
can't hear
picture.
you.
I
That's
said I
a
got
cat.
very lucky with that picture.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a catfish?
It's a
Meow.
bass.
That's a bass?
Yeah, it's a largemouth.
Awesome.
Let me try to fix my mic. I'm sorry, guys. You're gonna hate me.
Exiled. I'm gonna grump at you
Hello?
from here. I know what the fuck is up, dude. We'll talk later. You're making me cry.
Let him come. What? This guy
And
can
I
come up
actually
here.
can't wait to go back and listen later.
Uh,
What?
Never mind. Nothing.
I can't wait to go back and hear. I can't wait to go back and listen to what Eliza said. No, I don't know. I thought you were fixing your mic. I can't hear you, so let's fix your mic so we can talk better. How can I help you?
How can I help you?
Hmm
What did you just do?
Like you like to, you know what I mean? Like, do you want me to like edit something in the sound setting or whatever? Who are you backstage?
Where
I
did he
thought you were gonna
go?
be the Superman fish.
Where did he
I'm sorry,
go?
what?
Where did he go?
He, where did he go? No, I don't know. He left. He'll be back. Who are you backstage? Identify yourself. I don't know who you are. Anyway, the gecko tail comes back out. All right, cool.
Yeah, but it's
You're
not
right.
the same color.
Um, have you seen those fish that have like the teeth from the horse?
Horse
That
teeth
they got
fish?
chompers, like legitimate, like um. To the person backstage, John, you're doing like the worst job of making me want to let you up here. You're writing the thing that most people that are about to like fucking whack off or fucking take a shit in the form of a pre-recorded video do. So tell me what the fuck you want, who you are, etc., etc. Because yeah. Also, if AC was saying that like I told someone they had to pay me for me to talk, and it is tethered to me saying what I'll continue to say, which is if you want me to pay you attention, you know, hit up my cash app. Like it's like clever. Pay attention, pay money. Like, this person backstage, if they're just gonna fuck around and best way to fucking make me give a fuck before I block you is to do that. I
Let
mean
him, let him up. Let him up. See what they have to say.
you see, that's how you wanna do it. I don't need mm.
Is
Hello?
this
Let's see.
hello?
Hello, welcome back.
How's that? Does it sound any better?
Sounds good.
Sounds way
Alright.
better. You look
Thank you.
dapper in your outfit.
Thanks.
Oh, Dino, why are you down there? I don't know. Anyway. Oh, look how beautiful.
That's where I grew up. That's like a mile and a half from
Also,
my
I'm not looking
house.
backstage anymore, so that person can do whatever.
Silver Falls.
Really?
Yep.
That's not like a desktop. I can't do it.
No.
Sorry, my
Look at the
phone
shitty
is
lighting on the top. It looks like shit.
um
The lower part
not
looks
doing
good,
all
but
the
the
things
top
I
part looks like shit.
want to do.
Where is that? Arkansas or something?
It's in Oregon.
Oregon.
Stop
Yeah.
Oops,
it.
sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
That's
I have
nice.
more of them of
Alright,
the
calm
same
down.
falls. We have 3
It's
falls.
beautiful.
The North Falls, the South Falls, and then that one's like they just call it the Small Falls because it's tiny.
Do you know Silver Diamond
Of
on
course I do.
YouTube? Yeah, she's in Oregon as well,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, her daughter lives like 15 minutes from me.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we're actually next time I go to Glen Eden Beach, we're actually gonna hang. Me and Silver are supposed to meet up and like hang out and maybe get something to eat or something.
There you go.
She's hella
She could use something to eat.
yeah, she's hella
I
cool.
offered to feed her like a baby bird. You're welcome.
I dinner
I also offered to watch YouTube tutorials on DIY dentures. So that's the kind of pal I am. You know what I mean? Zaruchi.
Yeah, well, you come to my streams and no one else does, so I thank you for that.
No,
Well,
that's not true. Navigator goes there.
Who? Oh,
Navigator
Navigator.
goes there.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wait, did you ever hear
Ken,
your song? Because you left. Did you ever
No,
listen to the song?
no, you said you were going to do it, but I left because you didn't
Yeah,
do it. And let's
yeah.
hear it.
Well,
can
What,
do you have?
someone
Can you?
what song? You made it up for me or something?
It's a
Or?
Zaruichi song. I just looked up Zaruichi, found the song, and whatever. Now you're taking. No, it's not special. I'm over it.
can
You can watch it yourself.
someone Blue can
Play it.
put his channel in the chat.
Nah, don't worry. But play it.
No,
Oh well, fuck
everybody
me then.
go
Huh?
to
Okay,
his fucking channel.
fuck
Everybody
off.
do it.
No, man, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be
No,
that
you're
way.
good. I'm just a piece of shit anyways. You wouldn't want me around.
No, I'm
Oh,
just
Hammer. Hebrew, stop it. You already said the lighting of her fucking art was fucked up, and then you just said that. One more strike, and I'll be mad. Stop it.
what
Don't say
what
shit like that.
what is the song, please?
I I think it's called like Zatoichi rap or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let me hear it.
Again, can you share your screen? Can you fucking like what can you? I
I can.
can't do it. I'm on my phone.
Yeah, I can share a screen.
Okay, fine. Let me go look.
If you send the link in the chat, maybe I can get it. I mean, I'm sorry, but you've been promising me this for days, and I don't even know what it is. The suspense is killing me.
I too. Take the long way. You can have the long one. It's like you can have it. I don't care. You want it?
This song is super offensive. It has all the trigger warnings. Has all the language.
I'm gonna
Oh.
mute up real quick. Hang on. All right.
So very offensive. Sorry in advance. In the first time when I played it, I had it uploaded and I blurred out all the stuff and yelled over the words I don't like. So here we are.
Yeah, I don't care. Let's hear it.
Again, you have to do the stuff to make it happen.
Yeah, I'll
I put the
present
link
it.
in the private chat. You have to.
On the
Okay,
private
cool,
chat.
cool.
Okay, here we
Yeah.
go. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. All right, here we go. I'll present
I
it.
don't see it.
Hang on. Jesus Christ, don't get excited.
That wasn't me. I don't know what the fuck I was. I don't know if they know. I don't think so. Maybe, probably.
It's called Denzel Curry.
It's the fucking link, dude. Come on, let's do it. Let's
All
do
right, here we go.
it. Okay. Can you turn it up at all, or?
How does it?
Mm-hmm. Shit, I think I did. I think that's my fault. Hold on. Sorry.
In a place where we can hardly survive and barely could thrive. My only focus staying alive, like zombies revive. The second comment, I have arrived. I'm re-energized. I'm Sadawichi leading the blind. Pressure get applied. They cut my niggas down to their time. Turn back all the cuts when he still stuck on another line. I try to crack a smile and still a frown follows right behind. Excruciating pain like pain, breaking Bruce Wayne's spine. Like the sword, like the in a place where they keep feeding me lies for my true demise. United once the powers combine, the world will be fine. Believe me, throwing up the peace signs, and we can all die. Man, I ain't welcome, just sit deprived. I've been sick and tired, so be aware. Give me your eyes, they're trying to be wise. Don't let the 3-6 turn to a 9. Wait, let me rewind. Don't let the 3-6 hypnotize mine. So God is my guide. This brings a mighty sword on my side. My voice can crush skies. Creator.
Yeah, I get it. Thank you. It's cool. They referenced my name, blind. It's cool. What?
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Did you bring me a present or something?
Did I bring you a present?
Did you? That way I could like treat it all like mediocrely dope.
I am the present. I will come to you and
All right, all right. Anyway, so there's a song. I thought, this is just more further proof. Don't try to be nice, hospitable. Just get the fucking rug ripped right out on you. But that's cool. I'm over it. I kind of have that effect on people. It's like, all right, I'm done. Well, do you know any jokes? What's up? I'm gonna end it soon because you know. Try it.
I got a joke.
Okay, prove it.
What do you call a hot tub full of handicapped people?
Oh my! See, I fucking hate this channel. Really, dude?
What? Vegetable soup.
Okay, everybody out. Everybody
Chip,
fucking go
stop!
home.
I knew that would get you. I knew that would pull that. Oh my god, stop! I was just joking.
so a
Sorry,
pedophile,
vegetable soup.
a
Wait,
No.
pedophile
what?
and a little boy are walking through the woods late at night, and the little boy says, "Geez, it's really dark out here. I'm scared." And the pedophile says, "You think you're scared? I have to walk back alone."
That's no, Grandpa. I don't want to go fishing. It hurts.
I'm
Well, this is why we can't have nice things. This is how do we achieve things to Hebrew. Things that exiled one. Thanks to everybody that I didn't think. Thanks to those that I think all the time. Thanks to those that don't think enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Thanks to everybody that was part of that chaos earlier. Thank you for the relief that it brought somehow. I wish for you to do different, and I wish you well over there. So, hi the other one. If somebody could drop Hebrew Hammers link, he's going live, which is great. If somebody could drop uh, Zaroichis or anybody else, I wish Navigator come up there or whatever. But anyway, and then there's people like Death that I just fucking adore, and I'm just so happy. Again, I'm not gonna say everybody. Silver, Howie, Blissful, and you know, London Chick. All the like 4 of you that are here. Thank you. To those that used to be here, thank you. Yeah. I hope you have a beautiful always. If you hear this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, look over there. It's somebody else doing something different, and hopefully they're doing something kind. So, yeah, yeah. Thank you for this. It connects us all. Sexual caterpillar. That shit was funny. That shit was funny. I vote for that again. I probably wouldn't get one this time, or it would really be horrific. But that was really special. I told us where I think 8 hours ago here, talking about the fucking what's that? The little like DeLorean going up with the panel and doing the Babe Ruth thing. Feeling like you're part of something that isn't fucking awful is I like it. It's way better than feeling like you're trapped in something inescapable. Um, so I think I thought that was really really cool, even in a weird creepy way. And then there was that video with the like human human centipede puppet thing. But I like genuinely remember like seeing all the little videos. I remember Navigator's little compass, and it kind of looked like something else. I don't remember, but I'm grateful for those things. I'm grateful for like when Holly did like the New Year's thing, and they did that like crazy fucking award and it was all poetic, whatever. Like, and just like there really have been significant moments that were so fucking helpful and healing along the way. I'm grateful for those. I'm yeah, yeah.
Bestie, bad days are gonna happen, okay? And you gotta get through it because they're a bad bitch. And if you can't get through it, then I can't get through it, then we're not bad bitches. So I just really need you to get it together, okay? Sheesh.
Mhm. Mhm. I'm thankful for this. Mm. I'm grateful for the intro thing. I heard recently that like they don't want me to play it anymore. I'm grateful for it still, and I might play it. Whatever, whatever. Yeah, yeah.
You tell me lies, 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 sweet little lies. When I can't unbear the truth, you tell me lies, 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 sweet little lies. Help me make them all come true. Tell me that the rain won't fall today. Tell me that the tax man lost his way. Tell me that the hurting ain't gonna hurt no more. No, it ain't gonna hurt no more. Tell me that somebody stopped the war. Please tell me. Tell me lies, 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 sweet little lies. When I can't bear the truth, you tell me lies, 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 sweet little lies. Help me make them all come true. I say yeah, 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 yeah.
Shout out to Fruit Flirt and Falafel, being said right. Look at for that name. I'm thinking of more names before the name, so I just think about it for those times.
Tell me that we all got plenty of time, time, time. Tell something.
Cheryl AM, Celine, Dragon. There's so many I'm grateful for. Thank you. Way more than that other room. I'm grateful for that. I'm thankful for Onyeka and Sarah. I'm happy that there was a little song to your name. Shout out to the theater club that never got started and the mixtape VIP group or whatever. I'm grateful for Wheel of Fortune lights. I'm grateful for those things that brought people together instead of trying to tear them apart. I'm grateful for the dog parades that used to happen over here. For my dear friend in the poetry she'd send. For Anna, who would show up in those moments and always make me cry. And the geese. For anybody that's ever turned themselves into a fish and come into the tank. I would appreciate if people would stop saying things like they know how to react to things and such. You don't have to do that. You worry about you. So for the record, things like, oh, I'm gonna be so mad about this with Dave G. No, I'm not looking for things like that. I don't fucking just no. I just don't like when I'm trampled on. So stop it. Please and thanks. Um oh, I don't know if this is true, but I was told by somebody that told me so. And if it's not true, it's not gonna be the worst thing because oh no, I said something kind of nice. I mean it nice. If it is true, and also if it's not true, well, at least I can hold space that it's true. I really wanted that video being played. It felt really, really important. So DeLorean, if you were, I'll say advocating for it, or just if you said something, or maybe they read it wrong, if you were like, it's fair to you should, if you held space for that, thank you. Like for real. And whether you think it did something or didn't do something, or you're gonna like, you know, if you did that, thank you. I acknowledge that. Um, yeah. Spiky Boo. Thank you for pick. Oh my gosh, you know what I had? Oh, I think I already had them. I don't like dry the the air fried. What are they called? Dry. The fuck are the Skittles called that are all fucking thousands of dollars for? They look like Skittles that became popcorn because they exploded. I can't think of the word. Dry is free dried. I did science with them. If you put them in a cup of water and you leave it, it just turns orange. Allegedly. Um, freeze dried. Yeah. I feel like I only talked about Gen X that we like related about like autoimmune stuff. That doesn't do justice for the significant role that she plays in my world. I don't depend on her or use her. If somebody keeps saying shit like that, well, what the fuck? Stop it. You're not in charge of the truth. Why don't you fucking own that they said some shit about you instead of trying to put all that shit on me? Or stop it just in general. Okay? Um, I'm grateful for the fun with the people that hate me now that used to be. And maybe one day or not, it will be chill again. But when it was not horrible, I'm grateful for that time. You know, I didn't expect it to turn what it did. Yeah. Um. Game over too. Thank you so much for the pizza background and all the other things. I'm sorry it took me so long to recognize you. Uh, yeah. Um, also for all of the backgrounds, really. Thanks for tricking people into thinking this channel had something fucking going on over here. Thank you. I didn't like what AC said recently, but thank you for the other version of him that I had. Like, I'm grateful. I really am. Um, why can't you go live? That sucks. Please subscribe to Excel's channel. Um, mm, 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 mm. Yeah, Gen X is super awesome. And just thank you to all the people along the way that shared their worlds with me. You know, Alicia does that. I think that's really special. You know. You got multiple strikes. Okay. I'm thinking in my head that the list that I'm grateful for is so much longer than a list that people try to weaponize. I'm grateful for that too. Mm. for, thank you to all the karaoke channels. Thank you to that one time that there was a iguana fashion show that happened. That was wow. Thank you to Decipher podcast. Thank you to true crime channels that actually give a fuck about the people, the pain, and that use the power of this platform to serve those causes, and that don't use this as an effort to gain from it. I hope they do, and then it might not be, it's none of my business what it is, but when you find channels like that, and I shouldn't have to say, that don't tether you to the crime that you fucking went there to fucking, whatever, you know, because it's been 3 fucking years. It's Lana should have shown up by now, fucking, done the right thing in a lot of ways, and she won't. She didn't. That's on her. She could have. In fact, she took down something and then put it back up. Put it back up after it had been edited with intentionally leaving children still unprotected. That's her truth. So, thank you so much to Ashley. Oh my gosh. I don't want to. I don't forget. I even, thinking of like, thank you for the hashtag beef with one. Thank you for the fucking, that time, everybody that was part of the Galapagos affair stuff. Thank you. But so I think I already said you. If I didn't, shame on me. Thank you to Earth for bringing in the snacks. Thank you to everybody that did Mad Libs. Thank you. Hmm. Thank you to those that up until today have been so intentionally fixated on making my world or anybody that you thought was me or anyone in orbit of me fucking worse. Shout out to like the Truth Sticks, whatever the fuck. Stop. Just fucking stop. Because you should see what I got sent about y'all. Anyway. And then I'm supposed to be scared to say that, right? All the people that were or said they were stalked by you, shout out. I got some stuff on them. Anyway, shout out to again those that provide the puzzle piece that somebody is missing to be complete, even if you don't get it. Whoever, I'm grateful. I really thought I was gonna like hug pandas and stuff like after all this, and I thought it would already happen by now. And to those that panda or koalas, what you call a group of pandas? An embarrassment. But I learned the alternative name, which is a cupboard, and it makes me laugh. Mama tried, thank you. Did I say? I think I said death, of course. I don't know. I'm sorry to those I'm not gonna say. Um, I'm thinking of them. I'm gonna really shush, like for real. 10 hours later. um, and thank you to those that are those that others are thankful for too. And a reminder that we all can be that for someone, you know? A little bit. Shout out to Doodle, who the tinier shit gets, the more I love her. And shout out to my family, who I hope everyone stays the fuck away from. I love them. They love me. That's how families are when you're lucky, when you're blessed. And every day I feel that. Imagine if I wasn't so stable or whatever. I thank you to those that are making me feel like I did the other day, where my heart is like full and not breaking.